MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 35. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
First down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. On first and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to run with Carson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll throw right away. He's got his man. This is Tate.
Jones.
No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
26, Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Jaron Reed on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jones on third down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense. Certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor. But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Gain of 10. Brings up third and
inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Gets around him.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Giants, first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Big stop.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's going to keep it here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Brandon Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now Jones on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Damian Ratley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Giants 10, Seahawks 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Brandon Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Taken down by Bobby.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
On the handoff.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
He was taken
and a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, D. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. A 5-yard loss sets up 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We got it. Mike 50, Mike 50. Set the target.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Rush in. Rush in. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll run for it with Barkley. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
He's brought down at his...
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take Wilson, hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Giants.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He'll run it. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 62 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Dion Lewis, 51 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
To kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So this defense.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like